Linda Cox here. I would like to take a minute today and talk to you about honesty. I'm not talking about the kind of honesty like never tell a lie or any statement said that's meant to deceive is a lie. I'm talking about honesty with ourselves, being truly honest and open with what is going on inside our hearts and heads, the kind of things that we often deny. Honesty, really, really deep and true honesty. Like Eckhart Tolle taught, we need to be master observers. We need to act like we're a mouse in our pocket, just as a third person looking on our actions and our relationships and what we do with our time as a third person. Like I said, a mouse in our pocket. This is very, it's a skill. It's something that we have to learn how to do, and we need to become aware of what exactly is going on inside of our heads and our hearts in order to know what is motivating us to do what we do. This is the foundation, I believe, of everything. When we can really pay attention to what we're doing, when we can be really honest with ourselves, then that will lead to an awareness, an ability to improve and choose what we do to create our lives the way we want them to be. It really is all in our power, and it all starts, in my opinion, on being honest. I first learned about this kind of honesty when I was in college 30 years ago, and my teacher told us to write a story about something that was eventful in our lives. And she knew that my parents were divorced, and so she instructed me. She said that I needed to write a story about my parents' divorce. And so I did, and I thought I was being very honest and open about what had happened. And my mom and dad were married right out of high school, and they were just typical kids, and they just were attracted to each other, and they fell in love and got married. And then about when I was 16 years old, they recognized that they really didn't have the same goals in life. Their kids were moving out and growing up, and they had different goals and different plans, different things that they wanted to do. My dad wanted to move back home and build a house in his hometown. My mom wanted to travel the world. And so they just decided to get divorced, and they remarried people that fit their goals, their dreams better. And now my kids have 3 sets of grandparents that are all wonderful. My parents' spouses are fabulous. They treat my kids like their own. It's wonderful. So it's very, very positive. Everything about it is positive. And that's what I remember about my parents' divorce. But when I was in college 30 years ago, I wrote basically that because I had already come to that conclusion. And I got a C on the paper. My teacher gave me a C on my paper, and I couldn't believe it. How could she give my opinion about what had happened in my family a C? And she said that she didn't think I was being honest with myself. Well, by the time I was in college, I had already processed these things, and so I really was being honest. But then when I went to my 30th class reunion, I visited with one of my teachers, my favorite teacher, and we've been close all these years. And she reminded me of what I felt like when I went through the divorce, when my parents divorced. And it was really traumatic for me then. She said I cried and sobbed, and daily. It really shook me up. And I honestly didn't remember that. By the time I was in college, I didn't remember it. But even if I would have remembered it, I don't know that I would have been digging deep and looking inside of myself. And so I don't know. I think I probably did deserve the C. But since then, I have learned and grown and recognized how to understand what's going on in my head and my heart. And I am really learning to be honest with myself. I would like you to take some time to be honest with yourself. In reality, I think that being honest with ourselves will lead us to be able to look at why we do the things we do, but that's for another day. Right now, I just want you to think about really opening up to yourself, watching what you're doing as a third party, as a mouse in your pocket. And you take time, really look around, Learn how to become a master observer. And then I'll get back together with you and we'll talk about the next step. So for now, visit me on msrelief.com and have a great day. Bye.